What if I told you that you could start your own successful coffee brand this month with just 500 bucks? If you search how to start a coffee shop on YouTube, most videos tell you the same thing. Get a business loan, lease a building, buy a $10,000 commercial espresso machine, and pray people show up. But let's be real. Most of us don't have 50 grand lying around. I certainly didn't. So today, we're throwing out the traditional playbook. We're going to talk about how to start a scrappy, highly profitable mobile coffee business on a strict $500 budget. And yes, you can get this off the ground in a matter of weeks. Let's break down exactly how. The secret to starting with $500 is simple. Eliminate rent and massive machinery. Instead of a shop, you're starting a mobile pour-over or cold brew cart. Your storefront is a high-quality folding table with a nice, clean tablecloth. Here is where your $500 actually goes. First, $110 on a premium, hand-powered grinder and a digital scale. Freshness is your superpower. If you grind the beans right in front of the customer, you instantly beat the big chains on quality. Second, $50 on a commercial cold brew steeping system. Cold brew is a literal gold mine. It requires zero electricity to make, and people pay top dollar for it. Third, $130 on your first batch of specialty beans, cups, lids, and milk. And finally, save at least $150 for your local permits and business license. Trust me, do not skip this. Getting shut down by a health inspector on your first weekend is a quick way to turn your $500 into zero. Now, whenever I talk about this with friends, they always hit me with the exact same doubts. So, let's do a quick Q&A of the most common questions I get. Question 1. Why would someone buy from my table when there's a Starbucks down the street? Here's the truth. You aren't competing with Starbucks. Starbucks is selling speed and convenience. You're selling craft and community. When people buy from you, they are buying a freshly ground, handcrafted cup of coffee made by a real person trying to build a dream. People love supporting local hustles. Plus, your cold brew will taste 10 times fresher. Question 2. Where do I set up if I don't have a shop? This is where you get creative. Look for local farmers markets. They are gold mines for local vendors. Or talk to local businesses that don't sell coffee. Ask a busy boutique clothing store, a popular gym, or even a local car dealership if you can set up your table outside on Saturday morning. You bring foot traffic to them, and they give you space to sell. It's a win-win. Question 3. Is this actually profitable right away? Let's look at the math. A single cup of high-quality cold brew costs you about 80 cents to make, including the cup and the ice. You sell that cup for $5. That is a massive profit margin. If you sell just 50 cups on a Saturday morning, which takes about 2 hours of work, you've made $250. Do that for 2 weekends, and you've already made your entire $500 investment back. But here is the real step to becoming a business owner, the reinvestment rule. When you make that first $500 in profit, you don't go buy a new pair of shoes. You put every single dollar back into the business. Use that first weekend's profit to buy a nicer table, a pop-up canopy, or a banner with your logo. Use the next weekend's profit to buy a generator or a small portable espresso machine. Within 3 to 4 months, your tiny table will grow into a professional mobile coffee cart. And that is how a real business is born. So, starting a business isn't about having $1 million. It's about taking what you have, starting small, and executing flawlessly. If you want to watch me build this exact setup and see the real numbers behind it, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Drop a comment below with which coffee setup you would start first, pour over or cold brew. Thanks for watching. Get out there, start brewing, and I'll see you in the next video.